Hi, Cancer. Thank you so much for watching. This is your tarot scope. It's going to be for the end of July and then going into August as well. So this can apply to anyone who has Cancer prominent in your chart. So it could be Sun, your moon, or your rising sign. It could also be if you have Cancer and Venus. It could definitely apply to love situations. Mercury and Mars, they're also prominent planets as well. So let's see what you got. So we're starting out with oral cards from the saints and the angels. Okay, so let's see what they have to say. Okay, guardian angel. So you have a child. Okay, so you could definitely have a child up in heaven who is speaking to you. So some of you, if you know of a child who has passed away, this is a sign that they are watching over you and they are here, they are with you, they are looking out for you. Some of you, this could definitely be an unborn child as well. Someone, if you're looking to have children in the future, this could definitely be your future child speaking to you right now. So there's definitely some child, if not multiple children too, on the other side who are with you right now and speaking to you and watching over you and protecting you. We have St. Christopher with safe travel. Okay, so Gemini just got this as well. So you could be dealing with Gemini or have Gemini in your chart. We have St. Christopher here too. So St. Christopher is here directly speaking to you. That could be of significance to you. And if you are unfamiliar with him, I definitely encourage you to research. So with safe travel here, you are definitely going through some kind of transition right now. So some of you are literally traveling too, like physically, could be going on a long car ride, airplane, traveling somewhere totally new. So it would definitely help to pray to St. Christopher too if you are someone who gets a lot of anxiety while you're traveling. And if that doesn't apply, then you're definitely going through some type of spiritual travel right now. You could be facing a metamorphosis right now. This could be like an inner travel. And then we have, lastly, a guardian angel is sending you optimism. Okay, so you have a personal guardian angel who's close to you. Again, this could be a child who you've known or an unborn child from the future. Definitely trying to give you optimism too. And again, like optimism is something that is a very childlike quality. So people relate optimism with children because they just have like this youthful outlook. So you're definitely being called to have like that innocent childlike outlook on the world right now. And I definitely see like a lot of worries here. So really just let that go, let your worries aside and push them away and really just stay optimistic. It's pretty straightforward. So I'm going to leave it at that. And now I'm going to draw from your tarot and get a bit more specific. So I did shuffle beforehand. I'm just going to shuffle a few more times. So this is for Cancer. So this could be a romantic situation. A lot of times it does end up being like romantic, but this could really be any area of your life, whatever you're going through personally. So it could be like platonic. This could be like a specific friend you're dealing with, a family member, multiple people. This can relate to like your work situation, your career path, if you're in school or going to school. Okay, just a few more shuffles, Cancer. And And again, thank you so much for watching, and please watch the other videos too, especially like check out your other signs too that you have in your chart. Okay, so we're starting off. The theme of your spread is the Six of Pentacles reverse, okay? So you could definitely be going through some financial hardship right now. That doesn't mean it's going to last forever, but just at this current moment, you could be going through some financial difficulties. You could also be dealing with like some greedy people in your life as well. So we'll see what that's all about. Oh yeah, Wheel of Fortune reverse is your challenge. So unfortunately, a lot of you are going through financial difficulties right now, financial hardships. So like some of you could be you could have had to give someone money, you could have had to borrow someone money. Yeah, you could have, let me start over. You could have someone in your life who has been like trying to take money from you. So watch out for that. Watch out for thieves. Watch out for anyone who could have been like stealing from you, stealing your money, or even like your objects too, your possessions. Watch out for that. But I think most of you, this is just like, you're just going through a phase where you just like, you don't have as much money as you'd like, which is like, common. Like, who doesn't experience that? Besides the freaking 1%. So I definitely see like money. Money is like a huge issue here. It's kind of even hard for you to focus on anything besides that, because like the money issue here is like so strong, so prominent right away. So yeah, and again, like, I don't know, you could have gone through a demotion at work, or maybe you got like a pay raise and it just like wasn't as much as you were hoping for, or you could have had to make like some really big purchases recently, so you just don't have as much money in the bank as you're used to or as you're hoping for. So you have the High Priestess in your subconscious. So you're feeling very spiritual right now, okay? So I also want to say, like, with the financial thing, a lot of you, this is just like bad luck, but a lot of you, I feel like, are sort of like choosing to become like more of a minimalist. Some of you could be like selling your possessions, giving your possessions away, or some of you feel like you don't even need that much. So some of you, this is actually not so much a bad thing. You're really like keeping to yourself. You're really focused like on your spirituality right now. Some of you could be like praying or working on your manifestation, or learning more about tarot, or just like watching more tarot readings, looking up your horoscope. I feel like you're like really diving into the spiritual world, whether you want to or not. This is sort of like a divine call for you. The spirit world is calling you and pulling you in. It's saying like, you don't have enough money to buy that, that's fine, because you don't need that. Like that's just a distraction. Like, stop spending so much money. Like, you need to turn inwards. You need to focus on your internal blessings and the internal world. Okay, so it's not all about materialism right now. Maybe you've been too materialistic, and this is a lesson from the universe. So on your mind, you have the Ace of Swords reverse. Okay, so you're definitely cutting something off. I feel like a lot of you are like selling your belongings. A lot of you are just like donating things, or even just like getting rid of stuff, getting rid of things in your life. And a lot of you are cutting out like toxic people too. Like, if you've been in a toxic relationship, I feel like you're just like done, you're over it. I just like cut you off. Like, that's how it's going to go. So, It doesn't have to be like giving away physical stuff, giving away clothes or books or something like that, which is possible. It could definitely be like cutting off people in your life, especially like a lot of you had been dealing with like takers. A lot of you have been dealing with some really greedy people in your life, whether they're lovers or friends or even family. And you're cutting it off. You're like, I'm not dealing with this anymore, because your intuition is coming through. Your subconscious is coming through very strongly here. And it's telling you who to trust and who you can't. There's a lot of people in your life that you haven't been able to trust. There's been a lot of greedy people taking things from you, and you're just cutting them off. You can't deal with it anymore. Okay. So in your recent past, you did have the Ace of Cups, okay? So you did have like a new opportunity come towards you. So this could be like a new love type of situation, very like strong emotions too. So we have like the ace here in the past with a new start, but then coming into the present moment here, we have another ace again, except this time it's coming up reverse. So for some of you, this could be like someone recently came into your life, but like it just ended very quickly. Another case scenario is that like a new person came into your life and this inspired you to cut off the old. So, like, whether you were dealing with like an ex who was hanging around, or you were just dealing with a lot of like, again, like toxic friends, toxic people, I feel like this new person or this new opportunity that you've recently had in the past, it sort of motivated you to get rid of what no longer serves you. Because sometimes it takes like a wake up call. Sometimes it takes like someone to actually treat us right, to make us realize what we deserve and what we don't deserve, you know? So you can go your whole life just being treated like crap, and you just think that's normal, and you kind of just learn to accept it. And then someone comes into your life and they're just like this amazing person and they treat you like so amazing, so perfect. And then you're like, wow, like think of all the people who have been taking advantage of me. Think of all these toxic people in my life. And you're like, wait a minute, like I actually don't have to tolerate that. I actually don't have to put up with that BS. And you just cut it off. Wow. That's like some really strong energy there. So moving forward, we have the Lovers reverse. Okay, so I feel like you are again like cutting someone off. I think you have a strong connection with someone, but there is some type of separation coming into the future. Again, with like the Ace of Swords, like this could definitely be like an ex who you've dealt with for a while, or again, like I'm just repeating myself at this point. But like, come on, look at this. Like someone is being cut off. Like, look at this. You could be going through a breakup right now or coming into the future. There's some type of like separation coming. And I feel like you're just kind of keeping to yourself. A lot of you just want to be single, I feel like. Okay, so you have the Nine of Wands reverse. All right, so this is sort of about like letting your guard down and kind of trying to let your guard down, sort of trying to break down these walls, but sort of struggling with it. Really like not being sure who to trust. Because I feel like there's a lot of greedy people in your life. There's a lot of people who you just can't trust. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna repeat myself, but I do like a lot of you had like a toxic friend. So this doesn't have to be like romantic partnership. A lot of you, this is like a friend who you're walking away from and you're saying goodbye to because you realized that you just couldn't trust them. Sort of like this person was like out to get you. They definitely could have been jealous. They could have been jealous of this like new love that recently came into your life. That's awful. So, death. So, this is in your environment, death. Okay. So, you are saying this is not literal death, by the way. If you if you are new to tarot, I just need to say that. This is spiritual death. This is transformation, okay? Because in the tarot, when you die, it's not the end, okay? That's when one life ends and then another life begins, okay? So it's you see him on the horse. It's a transition. It's traveling. So this is your environment. So you are saying goodbye to a lot of people, just like removing a lot of people from your life. Like I said, like you're cutting a lot of people out of your life. Maybe even one specific person, one specific friend. And I feel like a new person is coming into your life. I feel like a new person already has come into your life. Sort of like you're replacing like everything. Especially if you're like going to a new school or a new job, it's like you're leaving a lot of people behind. And you might have like this short period of isolation, but I feel like very soon, very quickly, a whole new crowd is going to come in and replace that. Okay, so you might be alone for a little bit, but definitely not forever, definitely not for a long time. And your advice, okay, I think it was Aries, literally got this card in the same exact position. So Aries could be significant to you. So basically, I'll say the same thing I said to Aries, like the universe is advising you to just keep going, keep up the hard work, just keep pushing forward, especially with these financial issues. I can definitely see you like putting in more overtime at work and just having to exhaust yourself more than usual. The universe is saying like just keep going, like there is a light at the end of the tunnel, like it's not going to be this bad forever, like just keep going, keep pushing through, just use that last energy you have, like just get that adrenaline rush and just the final push. Like this is the last mountain you have to climb and things will get better. You just have to keep pushing. Again, stay optimistic too. This card keeps calling out to me like stay optimistic. And you are definitely going through a transition in your life right now, a very heavy transition too. This is not lighthearted at all. Things are really changing for you. Okay, and we end with Temperance. Okay, so this is a beautiful card. This is the conclusion of your spread. So, Temperance could relate to a Sagittarius. You could possibly be dealing with someone with Sag in your chart, or you have it in your chart unnecessarily. But besides that, Temperance, it's a very like angelic card too. This is like angels watching over you. Again, with the Sagittarius, even if you're not like literally dealing with the Sagittarius, they are known for their childlike spirit and they are known for their optimism. So you're definitely, again, even if you're not dealing with a Sag, even if you don't have any Sag in your chart, you're definitely being called to like think like a Sagittarius basically. So really have like that childlike spirit, have a lot of optimism. That's the best way. Like when you're going through a difficult, heavy transition in your life, when a lot of things are changing and you're moving forward, there's so many changes happening. It's really just your best advice is to have like a very lighthearted way of dealing with it. Just like hope for the best. Just come in like there's no need to come into this new phase like curmudgeonly or pessimistic. Just like hope for the best, and the best will come. You do have angels watching over you for sure. This is another confirmation. And I feel like you're going to try something very different too. A lot of you are experimenting, at least coming into August. There's like heavy like experimentation kind of thing, like doing things differently. Okay, so you have a lot of changes coming for you. And yeah, I see you kind of just trying something new. Okay, so that was a lot. I feel like I covered a lot, lots of different messages. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching, Sagittarius. Have a beautiful month.